So maybe you already seen this, maybe you haven't, but this is all so predictable. It's so predictable. They let them burn the city down. I mean, just stuff that you never seen before. And now on live television, they're going to arrest the CNN crew as a show of force of, it's the dichotomy. You got the looting and the rioters, and then you have the complete polar opposite. You have the force of tyranny coming in and making mass arrests to any creature that's crawling. And yeah, I guess that is apropos to call the CNN reporter a creature.
I want to make sure is not lost in this, as we're seeing these remarkable pictures with this law enforcement presence directly behind you, is the why. Why people have been out on the streets protesting. Why this violence is taking place. There is some action behind you. Hang on.
Yep. We've got one person being arrested here. We've got... We're meeting? Yep, we're good. Yep. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. They had us here. We're speaking with State Patrol right now. Give us a second, guys. We can move back to where you'd like. We can move back to where you'd like here. We are live on the air at the moment. This is the four of us. We are one team. Just put us back where you want us. We are getting out of your way, so just let us know. Wherever you'd want us, we will go. We are just getting out of your way when you're advancing through the intersection. So just let us know, and we got you. And this is a scene here playing out in Minneapolis. This is part of the advanced police presence that we saw come over the course of really minutes when the local police showed up at the fire department, or with the fire department, I should say, on that building we showed you that was burning. This is among the State Patrol unit that was advancing up the street, saying and scattering the protesters at that point for people to clear the area. And so we walked away. I'm sorry?
You're under arrest.
Okay. Do you mind telling me why I'm under arrest, sir? Why am I under arrest, sir?
Officer, CNN, and he's on the air right now.
Okay.
You are arresting him live on CNN. We told you before that we are with CNN.
If you're just tuning in, you are watching our correspondent, Omar Jimenez, being arrested by state police in Minnesota. We're not sure why our correspondent is being arrested.
Hang on 1 second, Allison. Let's listen into what these officers are saying. That is an American television reporter, Omar Jimenez, being led away by police officers. He clearly identified himself as a reporter. He was respectfully explaining to the state police that our CNN team was there and moving away as...
Keep in mind, this is the same CNN that I caught 2 days ago, completely and totally inciting racial tensions by changing the words of one of the regular protesters. You get what you deserve, even though this is all just one big show for all of us.
They would request, and then for some reason, he was just taken in to police custody, live on television. I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you, Allison. I just wanted to listen to see if we could hear more from the officers, the state police, as this is going on.
Yeah. We're trying to see what's going to happen, John, obviously, to the rest.
I'm about there, guys. We were just out here reporting the closure of the streets. They just, Omar was just arrested. I believe they're about to, we're all about to be arrested. That's our producer.
Our CNN producer is
I'm
being.
probably going to be taken in a minute.
Our CNN camera crew
we're
and our
just,
producer are being arrested
just
right now
reporting
on
on the
live
closure.
television in handcuffs.
I've never seen anything like this,
Why, guys? What are,
Allison.
why are you arresting us? I mean, we're just passing along the message, your message.
Did you hear that, producer? We're just passing along your message. That's probably true. They're probably all working on the same team. This eerily reminds me of Alex Jones' crew back in the day getting stopped by the police officer when it all came out that Alex Jones and CNN are the same thing.
I'm telling you, we're just out here doing our job as well as you all.
We can do that.
You tell me what are...
Are you under arrest?
Okay.
Behind your back.
I'm being arrested now. I gotta put. Can I put the camera down?
If you're just tuning in, this is our camera crew, our CNN camera crew, being arrested by the Minneapolis State Police. We believe the camera is now on the ground because our cameraman has been handcuffed. Our correspondent, Omar Jimenez, was also led away in handcuffs, as was his producer. They were standing where they were told to stand previously by police. They were out of the way. We don't know why they're being arrested. They're not being given any explanation, as far as we can hear, for why they're being arrested. We don't know why they're being handcuffed and led away. They are allowed to be reporting on the unrest that's happening right now, but for some reason, the state police have...
Are they allowed to instigate things like I caught you doing?
Decided that they need to be under arrest.
And just to be clear, Allison, having been in the middle of protests like this, I've never seen anything like this. I have never seen anything like this. The camera is being walked away now. I don't know if this camera is still in the hands of our photojournalist or whether the police officer... Yeah, this is the police carrying our camera right now, frankly not aware that it's still rolling. We have been listening in, and our team there has not been given any explanation for why they have been taken into custody. And I just want to be clear, if you were watching what Omar was saying and listening to his reporting, he was explaining what had happened over the last few hours and how law enforcement was arriving on the scene and how they had dispersed the crowds largely and how for the first time there was order in the scene. Nevertheless, taken into custody, our camera now on the ground, still rolling, still capturing these live images.
And now they'll use this to, now we've got the war has commenced between police and civilians. And this all sets up perfectly. We got whites versus blacks. We got now the media versus the police. Yeah, it's perfect.